Alright, so it's the start of a new month, which means only one thing, an update to the driftometer. So I've managed to fit the figures in for July. So as usual, in the usual format, I'll just go through each one in turn. So starting in with each way sniper, tried and tested. Just as I think it's gonna come to an end because I'm running out of bookies, it still seems to deliver. So as you can see for July then we've made £1,017 profit. That's I'm over the moon with that because that's with just 4 bookies left basically. I'm using Coral, Lads, Betfred and Paddy Power. But yesterday it tried to get on a bet with Betfred and said there was a problem, so I tried to put one on manually and I couldn't even go down to 25 pence each way. I've been using £2.50 each way stakes, so I do think Betfred's gone. I'm at 200 and odd quid in there, so I just withdrew it because it was keep telling me to contact customer services, which I probably will do at some point just to see what they say, but I've took the money just in case a William Hill kind of affair happens where you can't get your money easily. So I just actually withdrew while I was in the tab in each way sniper. So that was yesterday. So effectively, I'm down to 3 bookies for August. So I am expecting this to drop again. Saying that, having said that, I don't think Betfred got me many bets anyway. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, at the minute, each way sniper's just plodding along. We're going to have another little update on each way sniper in this one. So affiliate marketing, that's done really well this month. It's just recurring income from links that people have kindly clicked on. The majority of it actually is each way sniper. So that's the kind of thing you can do with affiliate marketing, just people using your links to actually use the service and you get a commission. The problem we've got with each way sniper affiliate program at the minute then is that they've stopped doing it, which is a little bit annoying. But what's more annoying is that they're actually putting a screen up saying that they've stopped doing it, or words that it doesn't actually specifically say that, but it's it's kind of the promotion has ended, but then it gives an email link. So I'm currently contacting Mike at each way sniper to see what the crack is there, because as far as I'm concerned, because he's putting that email link up, I'm potentially, and others, I will be getting him free leads, which he's not actually doing anything for other than stopping his promotion. No doubt he'll be using any emails that contact him about it to actually market them, I assume, and then the affiliate marketers won't be getting the credit for those links that are going through. So I'll see what his reply is first, and if it's negative, then I'll be taking all my links for that system down. I'll still be recommending people use it, but I just won't be linking to it for that reason. But as you can see, I mean, I do use a couple other things as well where people have linked. I actually set up, I've got a story about Amazon. I set up an affiliate program with Amazon, and what they do is they allow you to sign up, allow you to promote their products, and then they decide within the next sort of week or 2 or months or whatever, I can't remember the exact timeline, whether you're suitable for to be on the program. And I basically got booted off. I'd actually got some commission made. I made some commission, a few quid, not much, for selling the mini PCs that I was promoting, because obviously I still use one. I think they're a really good solution rather than a VPS. And so I think, thanks to the 1 or 2 people who actually purchased a mini PC through one of my links, or even purchased other things, I think I made about 4 quid, and then they booted me off because they said that basically what they've done, they've gone on my website and they decided that because all it was something along, and I haven't contested it yet. I think I can do, and I probably will do at some point. I don't know how long I've got, but it's not a main earner for me. It's just a story about affiliate marketing and how sort of ropey and shady it can be. What they basically said was they checked my website, and because most of my links go to services which is like things like EWS and stuff, and the links weren't to Amazon products. They were removing me from the program, which is bizarre because the Amazon side of things was never going to be a big part of the Canny Drifters website. So that's the kind of thing. Obviously, if you set up a website to sell specific things, then products, then Amazon might be a solution. But you do only get a very, very, very small percentage of any sales. So anyway, yeah, the majority of that, I'm expecting this to go down now because the EWS affiliate program is currently closed. So nobody can actually join the auto. I'm not sure about the manual. I've never used the manual. I know there's a bit of discussion about it. I just haven't got the time to sit in front of a PC all day and pick up bets to place manually. So I've never used it. Do believe it's cheaper. It's something like £100 a year as opposed to £200 a year. It's maybe I don't know if you can pay monthly even. I've never really looked into it because I haven't got the time or inclination to actually use it. So never looked into. That's why I've never promoted it as a product either. The only link I've ever used for people is the auto version. Because I'm not going to sit and promote stuff for affiliate marketing that I don't sort of use myself or believe in. So the next one then is Betting Gods. Last month I stopped using the racing one because I just couldn't get the tips on. The Bookie's Enemy, it was called. I stopped using them because we had a bad month, which was highlighted there. I was minus 56 quid on the Bookie's Enemy. It wasn't just because I had one bad month, because you can see I had good months before that. I've just, with the current work I'm doing, manual work, I don't have time to get on the bets as soon as he publishes them. And I found with him is you had to get on them straight away to get the odds that he was advising. So you could, in that combined with he always tipped outsiders. So you might tip a horse at say 33-1, and when you went on, it was like down to 25s or something already, and so you were losing so many points if the horse won. Obviously, it didn't matter if it didn't win, but if it did win, then you were losing a hell of a lot of profit in the difference in the odds you could get. So I sacked him off last month just for a couple of months waiting until I finish my manual work, because I might be over Christmas and over winter and Christmas coming. I'll have more time to spend doing this kind of stuff. That left me with Premier Greyhound Tips. The reason I kept him was he's shown reasonable profit over his historic data, which you can go on to Betting Gods and find out. And so last month he's advised that he got a plus 36.27 point profit. And I actually added I keep a record of all the tips I put on with him, and I add mine up to £22.50. What am I talking about? 22.5 points profit. And I'm using £5 per point, so that's a profit of £112.50, which is, reasonable. I'm not going to complain about that. I got nowhere near the 36.27 points, but I did get 22.5. But I mean, if I had got the 36 points, that would have been about 180 quid. And there's a couple of reasons I didn't get near that. One is the same as Bookie's Enemy. Sometimes you don't get the same odds. Quite often you don't, but because his are more closer to the favourites, the odds don't make as much difference. They're not massive swings. I mean, you might say you can get on this for say 4 points a year and you get 3.8 or 3.6, things like that. And also the other is I didn't put every single bet on that he sent out, because I just didn't. I missed quite a few, and I didn't have time. I did miss a couple of winners, but I think I was a bit fortunate in the respect that I probably missed a lot more losers than I did miss winners. So this could have easily been a bit lower if I'd put a few bets on, a few more that were losers. But it's just the way it goes, isn't it? I'm not complaining, so I'm just going to continue into August with just the Premier Greyhound Tipster as well. Just works out a bit better for me in that his odds are a lot lower than Bookie's Enemy, so I'm just going to continue that because £112.50 is reasonable considering the time I've invested in it. So the next few then, ACA insurance on lads, I haven't done any again because the football season's finished, and I'm going to don't want to scupper the account because it's a healthy account, and I'm just going to use that for when the season kicks off. So I'll probably start it on the first weekend of the season. In fact, I might even start it this weekend because I think that the football league's back, like the Championship down over is back this weekend, I think, and then the Premier League is the weekend after. So I might even start that off again this week. But I do expect to see some numbers in August for that. Odds Monkey I've done absolutely nothing with because I've just not had time. I might try and set an hour aside each week just to do something on that because obviously I'm paying £20 a month for it, and the last 2 months it's just been money wasted really. I've only got £9 out of the 2 months and I've spent 40 on it. I'm reluctant to get rid of it though because I've got a decent deal because I think it's a lot more expensive now. I got it when in the earlier days when it was cheaper, so I've got that sort of fixed deal, and I don't think it can go up. So I'm loath to get rid of it when I can use it. I'll probably set up a few new accounts, maybe do some casino offers and stuff like that, and I might document that as well if I get some time. So TaskRabbit was just a kind of a one-off now. Before I started working manual down here, it was about a week or two before I'd done a bit of TaskRabbit. That's not going to appear before at least October again, and whether I've got the inclination or time to do it in November and December, I very much doubt it because I'll be heading back off to Spain at that point. I think we all know what happened to Exponential Bet. Didn't make any money for me, so I just sacked it off. Dog trading, this is the BizPop 71s. Well, it is now. It wasn't long here, but it is now these last 2 months. All I'm doing here is I'm having a bit of effort at the end of each month trying to separate all the different strats in Betfair exchange trading. So I'm just adding the 4 strats up and keeping the record of it here. So the 4 strats added up to £89.86 at the end of July there, the last day. And all I'm going to do is take out what the 4 strats are next month. I nearly sacked this off actually because it's only made £13 this month, but because it's profit, I'm just going to continue with it. It took a major dip like at the start of July, and I don't know why, because it was growing in June. It was growing quite nicely and slowly like that, and then in July it just kind of dipped. It was going really, really low, but then it picked up again to the point where we did make £13 profit. So what I'll do, I'll just look at this total next month, and if it's over £90, then it'll be a positive. If it's under 89.86, then it'll be a negative. And then we'll just make a decision each month as to whether we continue on with it or not. I'm still looking at a few different Betfair trading options. Bet247 Pro then started off fine. Luckily, I think I probably didn't lose as much as some of you guys. Luckily for me, unfortunate for yourselves. I think anybody who jumped on board early with me, there probably wasn't many. There might not have been many jumping on board in total anyway, hopefully not. But it did start off quite nicely during my trial. I know a lot of people jumped on when they took the dive in July. I got out quite early because, I don't know, it was heading south, you could see from the numbers and all their sort of to and fro and all the discussions and stuff. I still don't think it's picked up. The last time I looked in the Telegram group, there was about 13 members left, so that just goes to show on that. I'm still in the Telegram group because they offered a free month I'm not placing bets on it. I'm not actively placing bets. So I disconnected the Betfair account, but I'm still active in the Telegram group because I just wanted to see how it went. And plus, with the free month, I know I wasn't going to get stung for any more money. So by the end of, sort of mid this month, I'll just cancel that completely, and I'll have to probably exit out of the Telegram group. But at the moment, there's only 13 members in there, and if you imagine it, at least one is Bet247 Pro, and one's me. That takes it down to 11, so it's not very active at all. I did like the look of the service, to be honest, because it was hands off, and that's what prompted me to get on the next one, which is Keep It Green. And this is run by a guy called, this won't be his real name, obviously, Steve1886. And he's been doing, the reason I found him is he has like a Keep It Green free list channel on Telegram. And I know some people aren't over enthused when you mention Telegram groups, but it's just a case of finding it's sorting the wheat out from the chaff, really. But this guy's called Steve K1886, and he's had a lot of, he's still got a lot of followers and a lot of success on the manual system he does. And it's like he concentrates on the football, which is a different angle, because I've never been 100% successful with football strats and things like Betfair bot manager and stuff. So I thought I'd look for something. Now, in his free channel list, he's got 626 members in comparison, and then in the automated group, I'm just looking now, in the automated service, which he only started in July there, he has 343, and he's charging £15 a month, which looks like it's going to go up to £17.99 in some point soon. But existing members will stay at the £15. I only made £2 on this. In fact, I'm not even sure if it was £2. It was £1.74. He's put a message out today saying, I think it started about, the 6th. No, it's only about 2 or 3 weeks old, so probably about the 10th of June or something. It probably started somewhere around there, but it's just been up and down. It's been okay. I think it started off really poorly, as usual. When I say really poorly, it probably went down to about -£5. I started with £100 bank, and I'm just using £1 stakes. So that's giving me an idea of what I'm doing. It's a lot better than Bet247 Pro, which was based on liability BSP on Betfair, so you had to stake a tenner minimum. Whereas this, your minimum stake's £1, which is all I'm doing at the minute, and that's where I'm getting this £2 from. So it is a plus 2 points for the month. So I'm going to continue that. Obviously, there's been slim pickings. You've only been on like 1 or 2 games a day potentially, and they've always been obscure games. So hopefully, as the season kicks in, we'll start seeing more and more along here, and we'll get a better idea how it's going. Hopefully, I'm not expecting to lose too much if we do lose, because the stakes are so low. But we'll see. The next one, I've got no figures in here, but I've just put it on because I've just started yesterday. Well, Monday actually. And that's Forex trading. Anything I've made on Monday, which I didn't make anything, by the way, is going to go in August's figure. So I just thought it'd be better to start on a Monday, because I'm not trading on a Friday either, because it's like it's the most volatile day of trading. So I'm only trading Monday to Thursday. So I thought I'd start on Monday the 31st. So again, we start off with £100 bank there, and it's made 3 trades so far, and they're slightly down by a few quid. So they're still waiting. It's still kind of in limbo, waiting for those to rise and go up. So that's that one. I'll have more news and probably a few more videos on that one before I just put it into here and let it go and see how it goes. Probably let it go for 3 months, as long as £100 lasts that long. I might even, if we do make profit each month, I might top it up with another £100 each month to try and accumulate, compound some money there. But we'll see how that one goes first. And then campsite warden work and the manual work. I'm sitting in the back of the camp at the minute recording this video on site, and it's absolutely lashing down. lovely July summer weather. We've got 1,000 out of that one this month because it's found out it's a 5-week month. I didn't realise I was getting paid sort of 4 weeks a year, so this was a 5-week month. So obviously going to get 800 on a 4-week month and 1,000 on a 5-week month. Now I'm going to look to see what August and September are week wise, but there might be another 1,000 in here. I'm not sure. So that's that one. And again, I'm doing about 20 hours work, and the rest of the time just lounging around. It's really nice. It's like working a holiday, if you like. And so moving down to totals, then that gives us a grand total of £2,627, and which is £58 up on last month, which quite pleased about, really, considering the problems we had there. We've lost a little bit more money on. We've lost a couple of hundred there, on nearly 200 on each way sniper. That's likely to go down. This has gone up 100. Well, it's gone up over 200, that one, but it's likely to go down going forward. That's normally up and down a bit. We've made no income at all on these four, but we only missed out on £9 compared to last month. The dog trading's lower. The Bet 247 Pro was a big loss, but that's not going to be a big loss next month, so we can probably take up some of that slack, and some of the others that might be making less. And I've obviously received further higher income for the actual manual work I'm doing, which gives us that total. So I'm happy with that. I think that might be our peak at the moment, because I'm just having a nice, well, trying to have a relaxing summer. Just the weather doesn't make it relaxing. It's been absolutely dreadful. So that makes my monthly average then £1,665 for the year, which I'm more than happy with. I think when I started this, I probably had £1,000 a month in mind. It's just like a measure of where I sort of wanted to be. So maybe next year I might go into something looking at, say, 2,000. We'll see how it goes for the remainder of the year. Like I say, August and September, I'm probably going to take it easy a bit. I'm just going to continue with what I'm doing here. I might introduce one or two new things, but they won't be massive. It's just probably play on the Forex stuff. I've been looking at eToro and other copying services, but I don't know. You hear some horror stories about eToro, but it might be. I'm just looking for hands-off stuff at the minute, especially for August and September. I do really want to pick up on the affiliate marketing, not necessarily on the stuff we're doing here or I'm doing here. But I can see how, based on those numbers I've had here, I mean, I've made 1,856 now for the current year. Based on those numbers, I can see how it can be really lucrative. I know it's like a minefield out there, but I think if you pick the correct niche and the correct product or services, and with the correct commission, so there's a lot of things you have to do correct there. I think you can make, there's quite a bit of money to be made. You can see how much I've made on the back of, like I say, the majority of that is each way sniper. I'd say probably about 75% of it is each way sniper. So that's the kind of money you can be looking at. So I'm thinking about doing something along those lines, like a new website with something that interests me. I have tried it before a couple of years back, but it was along the lines of something that I wasn't really into, but I just thought it would be profitable, which it was to some degree, but I found it quite boring. Whereas stuff like what I've been promoting this year, not so boring. It's been good discussing like each way sniper and everything else that we do on Discord server. So I'm thinking about doing something totally away from betting and gambling, and trying to just do something separate altogether, and then record that income. And if that works out, I can probably document how I've done that. But anyway, that's the plans for now. I'm here till at least the end of September. There has been sort of talk about going into October here because it's been particularly busy on the campsite, even though the weather's been absolutely horrendous in July compared to June. And it doesn't look very good for the start of August either, up here in the Northumberland wilderness. So we'll see how that goes. So it might be November, December by the time I get to Spain before I can start spending more time doing stuff. My plan there would be to do sort of an hour or two every single morning before I went out for the day, walking and having a few beers and stuff as you do when you're in Spain. But we'll see how it goes. I'm playing it by ear at the minute. But at the minute, that's the number 2627, which I'm more than happy with. Okay, so that's it for the July update on the Drift Arbiter, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers now. Gan Canny.